Today we're going to talk about why you have to make time for me time and how you can actually do it. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Tony Bache, founder of 365 Plus, and today we're talking all about me time. Yes, me time, that thing that you never have time for. You've always got time for your kids, your spouse, your work, your business, like the cat down the road, everyone but yourself. You're constantly putting yourself at the very last on the list. And you're not alone. We all do it. But there's a very good reason why you have to flip it on its head and put you as number one. Yes, you have to make this me time. And let me tell you why. It comes down to something pretty simple. I'm sure many of you have flown on a plane before and they're going through the wonderful safety instructions, and one of the things they say is, in case of a sudden loss of pressure, grab the oxygen mask and pull it down, paste it over your nose and mouth, and put the elastic band over your head, and make sure that you do it for yourself before you help others. And why is that? Because if you don't have any oxygen, if you're gasping for air and completely out of control because you don't have oxygen, you can't take care of everyone else. And this is the number one reason why you have to have you as your number one priority, why you have to make me time. Because if you don't, you're not able to be there for everyone else. And you're not showing up as the very best version of you that you can be. And let me tell you why you have to show up as that best version. I'm sure you're doing just fine. I'm sure you're managing. It doesn't feel amazing, but things are going okay. But let's make things be awesome. Let's not just settle for okay. And to do that, you have to be the very best version of you. Reason number one for that is when you're with the people that you love, when you're with your friends, when you're with your family, if you're not being the best version of you, you're not fully present. You're not really with them in the moment, and they can feel it. If you're not completely there, if your brain's elsewhere, if you haven't recharged and spent time on yourself, then you're not there. You're not fully present. And it's so important for you to be connected and fully present, because doing all of these things for your kids, your spouse, the cat down the road, everyone else is not going to mean anything unless they really feel your love. They feel your energy. They don't care if you made dinner for them, if you were crabby and complaining about making dinner the whole time. That's not how you want to show up. So it's so important that you look after you first so you can show up and be that amazing positive person that's fully present. The second reason is that we perform at our best when we feel our best. When we're being the best version of ourselves, we perform better. We're more productive, we're more positive, we're more proactive, we get more things done. It's fact, it's reality that when we're at our best, we do our best. And so it's worth it. It's worthwhile investing in yourself, spending a bit of me time, and making sure that you recharge and that you're performing at your very best. And I want to talk a little bit more about the piece around recharging. So I won't go into huge amounts of details, but to put it in a very quick and easy way to explain, our body needs to oscillate. Our brain needs to oscillate. We need to have this constant up and down of things going on in our lives, the amount of stress, energy, pressure, everything that's going on, it has to go up and down. Kind of like there's night and day. When it's dark, when it's light, we need both of those things in our life. And that's why that when there's torture, they either shine bright lights in your face that are for hours and hours and hours and on end, or they put you in a dark room for days, and that's how they break you down, because you need light and day. And it's the same when it comes to recovery. You need to have periods where you're go, 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 because that's when you grow. You need to have this time where you push yourself, you stretch yourself, where it feels a little bit uncomfortable, where you feel a little bit overwhelmed, where you feel a little bit stretched, because that's when you grow. But you also need to have that time when you go down. You need to have that time to recharge. And it's like muscles, when you're pumping iron, pumping iron, pumping iron, pumping iron, pumping iron, pumping iron, you can't do that all day. Your arm will just die. But the reality is that when you stop, when you pump the iron, and then you let it go and you rest, that's when your muscles actually start to recover and heal, and they heal even stronger than before. And that's what makes them stronger, and that's what makes them tougher, and that's what helps you grow even more the next time you put yourself under that period of like high intensity. So you have to have this low intensity and high intensity, so you have to make this me time. Like it's critical for looking after yourself as well as other people. It's so critical. So enough about why. I think if I haven't sold you by now, then you're not going to be sold to. Like, trust me, this is good. So how do you do it? So the first thing you need to do is you need to make it a priority. I said at the beginning that, we're always the last on the list. We always put ourselves down the bottom of the list. It's time for you to start putting yourself at the top of the list and making it a priority. And you shouldn't feel guilty for that. You should feel like this is necessary. This is necessary for you to show up as the best version of you and for you to get more done. So many people are like, I just can't fit it in. I don't have the time. Let me tell you, you don't have the time not to make me time, because every day that you're not even taking 5 or 10 minutes out for yourself to recharge, re-energize, get focused, think about your goals, every day that you're not doing that is a day you're not performing at your best. It's a day that you're not being as productive as you can. So literally taking that 5 or 10 minutes of me time, half an hour, whatever you want, taking that time is going to make you get more done throughout the rest of the day. So you can't afford not to as opposed to afford to. So that's the first thing, is make it a priority. The second thing is schedule it in. If it's not scheduled, it doesn't happen. Life happens, chaos happens, things don't always go to plan. So you have to look at, when's the time of day that I feel most comfortable and confident that I could get a couple of minutes of me time, and you need to schedule that in. You need to put it into your diary. You need to make it like an appointment that you don't miss. If you had an appointment with your accountant or your personal trainer or your coach or whatever, you'd show up, you'd be there. So make this an appointment with yourself. Make it an appointment for some me time with yourself. So that's the second thing you can do. First thing is make it a priority. Second time is schedule it. And the third thing is that you can actually get more done during that me time. Like, your me time can be time when you're exercising. So then you take off your plate the whole, and I have to exercise as well, and I have to meditate as well, and I have to drink some water as well. It can be very conscious, like while you're exercising, thinking about all the things you're grateful for, or while you're meditating, focusing and visualizing on all the things that you want to achieve in life. So you can really kind of get a twofer, where you're kind of doing something that you wanted to do anyway and making it be a me time moment as well. So that's some really simple steps, but I'll leave it there because I don't want to overcomplicate it. I've got loads of other content around time management, which will really help you figure out how to plan and prioritize your time even more, so you can look at me time. So make sure you stay tuned for these videos, because they're all going to help you build the most successful life that you could have and absolutely skyrocket your success. Live vivaciously.